Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, and I'm on my way to do a pickup at my HVAC company that I pick up from, a bunch of scrap metal. It's pretty early in the morning. I actually woke up. Usually I sleep in. I woke up around 7:30, and usually I'm sleeping in till about 10 o'clock in the morning, but woke up and there was text messages there for me to come pick up some scrap, and they said there's quite a bit. He said furnaces and air conditioners. So sounds good. ACs are always good to get, and it's surprising to get air conditioners at this time of year, but it's good nonetheless. So I had a really great day, really strong day of eBay sales yesterday. And so when I get back home, that'll be the first thing I do is start packaging all my stuff. I'll show you guys what I sold. It's pretty eclectic bunch of stuff, and I always like to show everyone what I sell because it's just you give people good ideas on how to make more money off their scrap. Yesterday I also had a couple returns. I'll show you that. Not a big deal. I just had to refund the buyers, but I didn't have to pay for the return shipping because they returned the items not because of something I did, but just because the item didn't fit. And also, I uploaded my video yesterday. Thanks so much, guys, for all your comments, and I had a really great time reading everyone's comments. It was fun, especially like the one where he said, "Oh, you should have brought a sledgehammer with you to break up those rads, those cast rads." And it was just a forehead slap right there because I know I should have done that, and it's just so obvious because I've done that before. We get calls for cast iron tubs, and yeah, I'll bring my sledgehammer with me just to crack open the bathtub. So live and learn. So I'm just looking because yesterday, well, today is garbage night in my area, but it was a holiday on Monday, so the days gets bumped ahead. So today's Friday. Usually garbage would be getting picked up today, but garbage is going to be getting picked up tomorrow. But some people are still putting out all their garbage because they didn't realize that Monday was a holiday. So I'm just kind of rubbernecking here on this road. This is actually a really good road. It's right beside the Rideau River, and I always seem to find stuff on this road. It's a hot spot. But I have a big lineup of cars behind me right now. Looks like, 5 or 6 cars. I'm one of those drivers. I only go like 10 kilometers over the speed limit, so I always get a huge lineup of cars behind me. This road is notorious for for speeders and getting car accidents. Anyways, off topic. But yeah, so we're going to go there, and yeah, so I'll stop the video and I'll show you guys what I get at my HVAC pickup. It should be good. We're here about 9:30 or so, I guess. What time is it? Yeah, 9:30. Let's go check it out. That's good. Nice. Nice. AC furnace. Jackpot. great pickup. I'm happy about that. Lots of great copper. It has everything that I like. It has the furnaces, which is great for parts, and then it has two air conditioners. That other piece, I think it was some sort of heat pump, or it looked like a furnace, but it had the aluminum rad in that. And then it had, I also had an AC coil, air conditioner coil, and then a whole bunch of copper piping and some brass and steel shred. Has everything I like. So that was an awesome pickup. So as you can see, it's starting to rain. We're supposed to get freezing rain today. Who knows? I doubt it will happen because it's pretty warm out, but you never know with this weather. This weird weather we've been having lately. So I'm just going to stop here to get gas before I go home. And then, so I'll be all nice and gassed up for some garbage picking tonight. Okay, it's 10:30. Made it home safe and sound. And I'm just covering up these furnaces because it's going to rain and I'm not going to have time for a while to come out here and take this stuff apart because I have 6 or 7 items to pack on eBay. But this is a good score. I like this. I got this rad. This is an older one too. Lots of copper and brass on the ends of it. And this thing here, let's just take a look. Take a quick peek. Just getting a magnet. So that is brass, copper, brass, steel. That's cast steel. A little brass plug. And then, looks like we have a bunch of fins. And I see 3 copper pipes inside. So I figure, yeah, I'll take the reciprocating saw and I'll just slice them all up and I'll get those pipes out. Pretty sure that's copper pipe in there. It should be. I don't think they would have water going through steel pipes. Might be brass, who knows. Very nice. So yeah, got it all covered up. Here comes the rain right now. Supposed to get some freezing rain today. Anyways. Alright, so it's almost noon. And I just laid out everything that I need to pack today. 2 things sold today that I'll pack along with everything else. And then today's Friday, and I'll get it out before 5 o'clock. That's when I need to be at the post office. Alright, so first thing is glass here. This is from a range. This is the oven glass. It's for the inside door piece. And so this is a second one of this part number that I sold. Sold this for $50. It's going to Ontario. Yeah, so when you're listing this kind of stuff, you want to make sure you just do the measurements. And yeah, so I've actually sold the front part, the front glass, which is like probably double this size before. I'll never sell those again. This size, it is manageable. You just have to use lots and lots of stuffing in your box in order to ship this. It's pretty rigid. Like it's pretty thick glass, so it does have some strength to it. But yeah, it will obviously break. You know, that's why the person is buying it from me. So this is, I am willing for $50. I am willing to go through the trouble in shipping this because it's going to take me, you know, this particular glass anywhere between half an hour to an hour, I'd say, to get this guy all packaged up. I don't have the right size box, so I have to make a box and make sure it's all stuffed in correctly. So that is that. Yeah, and for $50, you know, if I were to sell these for less, if I were to sell these for like $20, I wouldn't be going through the trouble. It's just too much of a hassle to get this packaged. But you know, so $50 is what I want to do. So the next thing that I sold is this stack of laptops. These are IBM ThinkPads. They're the old school types, and they're all for parts and repair. They're missing, I think a couple of them are missing some drives, or they're missing hard drives. So it took a bit longer to go through something like this and take note of everything that's wrong or missing with each one. So it's a bit time consuming. I didn't know what else to do with them except for scrapping them, so I just wanted to list them parts of repair. Anyways, that stack sold for $55. And yeah, so they're pretty neat little. These ThinkPads actually, they're still quite popular for some reason. I'm not sure why. You know, they're quite outdated. But anyways, that's a nice sale. I'm happy to see those leave my store here. They're taking up quite a bit of shelf space. Next is just this little switch. This is from a dryer. Yeah, I think so. Well, I guess it can be used for. I'm sorry, it wasn't in the frame. I guess this can be used for washers or dryers. So it has like a little diode there on top, or a little capacitor thing. And the person who bought this, it was funny. They bought it and then they did a cancel request right after they bought it. And so I canceled it and I gave them the refund. And then a couple days later, they messaged me saying, "Oh, actually, we do need it, but I don't see it listed anymore." So I hadn't relisted it yet at that time. And it says, "Okay, I'll relist it." So they bought it again and they paid. And now they need it. So they changed their mind. So sold it. It's not very big. It's just $12.95. $12.95. I like to stick around with that number, $12.95. That's kind of like my low end number that I'm willing to go for listing stuff. So I always just use that number over and over. Next is this plate. It's a silver plate, solid copper, and I just listed that recently, with I think under 2 months ago. Yeah, this is a nice one. It's kind of has a really neat little design. Anyway, sold this guy for $35, and it's better than scrap, that's for sure. Next, so I got this keyboard. These are really interesting. These are special keyboards. See, they have the old 5-pin DIN connectors, and I wrote a little note on here because I want to remind myself. I said list the other one after this one sells, because I have a second one of this. It's right here. And the reason why I just want to take new pictures of it because it has different scuff marks and everything on it. So I'm just going to update the listing with new photos and just put this one right back up. It's the same identical model of this one. So I got this in my bin, and this one, I had to do a bit of research on it. Now, if you look on eBay, some of these keyboards just go a ridiculous amount of money. I don't quite understand why some keyboards are so expensive, like some of these old vintage ones. So when I looked up the model, I kept on seeing on the listings, people were using the Space Invader on their listings. And I was like, what the heck is this? I thought it was like, what, is there like a little joystick that is good for playing Space Invaders arcade? Like, I just did not understand it for the life of me. So I just did a quick Google search on it. And Space Invader keyboards, it's special, like this is what's known as a mechanical keyboard. Now, if you were to take off one of these buttons and look at the mechanism for the spring mechanism, it would look like an old Space Invader alien character. And so that's why this is called a Space Invader. That's why they call this special type of Space Invaders. And apparently it's sought after because something to do with, if it's a mechanical, people who do a lot of typing, they like mechanical keyboards, and because it's less fatiguing on the hands, and so this special one is a little bit sought after. So anyways, sold it for $80, this keyboard. Got this in my bin. And these connectors, it's easy to connect any new computer. I just have like a little bin of connectors in here. So it's down there somewhere. You know, like I use something like this. So it's a connector, and that connects onto the more recent, the PS2, and then you can get PS2 to USB connectors. So you can easily use this on any computer. It's just because it's an ancient an ancient connector doesn't mean it's obsolete. I tested it out. It was just a plug and play. It was really easy. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. It finally sold. I had a lot of watchers, a lot of views on it, and happy to see it go. I'm just gonna leave it there. All right, next. This is a sewing machine. I'm just gonna draw this light here. Sewing machine pedal, foot pedal. I've had this up for a while. It's vintage antique, and I listed it as just it's a Gray Bar, Singer, or Kenmore sewing machine. I sold it. It took a best offer of $25, and yeah, I think I said parts of repair. I went because unknown working condition, that type of description on it. But you see, it has like, and it has, I showed all of that, so they know what they're getting, and if they can get it to work with their machine, that's great. Okay, so and yeah, I had 2 sales today. I had this lot over here, some toys that I recently went through. These are called Mighty Max is the toy, and sold this for $25. This lot, it's they just, you know, they unfold, and there's a whole bunch of little figures, little things that they can play with. Yeah, so again, I had a lot of interest in that listing. I had a lot of watchers, a lot of views. And I had one person that wanted to do a local pickup, and for this, they were very local to me. They're actually just in the next town over. They want to come by and buy this, and I ignored the message because, you know, for me, this will sell eventually. Someone will just buy it. You know, that's my train of thought, is that someone will buy this, and then I don't have to worry about going through 13 or 14 back and forth messages with a person trying to arrange for a pickup time, and, you know, so I just remember that one lady that sent me a message. And, you know, I feel bad because, you know, I would be like the same way, like, well, I can just go pick this up, save some money, but, you know, I'd rather just ship it out to people. That sold today. Sold that for $25. That's what I list all my heat sequencers for, is $24.95, and yeah, it sold. That one's going to Tennessee. Cool. So had a really nice day of well, yesterday I'd rather. Today's just kind of starting out. It's still noon. And then anything that sells at this point after this, I'm not going to package and ship. I'm just going to wait till Monday to have all that stuff taken out. So I just got off the phone with a previous customer, and I'm going to go back to their house tomorrow. She went on to say that, well, I also have some other stuff too, and then I'm going to call my neighbor because my neighbor has a whole bunch of computers. This air conditioner looks brand new. I don't really know. See, look at the valves. I mean, it's been soldered once, but like it hasn't seen any outside wear at all. And when I opened it up, all the capacitors and the contactor was gone. But like it looks really, really new. I'm not sure what happened to it. You know, unfortunately, with this, I can't test. I would not know where to begin to test something like that. So it's just pure scrap to me. This, on the other hand, this is the motor, and yeah, it's new. Like it's practically has never been used. So I would assume that they junked it. If any reason why they would junk it would be crap all over my hand. But it would be because of this. You know, something went wrong with that. Because here's the fan blade. Like it just fell off. I just undid the screw and it came off really easily. So sometimes you'll see a little sticker on these fan blades too. I don't see one. but it's still in good condition too. Maybe what I'll do is I'll try to find the model number on here, and then I can sell this as well. But this motor looks good. And then also the other thing that I have sold these in the past, these plugs, and this is just a three prong plug. It just goes right into the side of the compressor. I don't sell these for very much, like you know, $15 or so, but I do have them up on eBay right now, so I may be lucky and maybe I can just add to the listing, add another one to the listing. So I'm almost done here. I'm just going to scrap this one out, and then I'll show you guys everything that I got from this load. It's pretty good. All right, it is 5:30 at night. Getting called in for dinner time, so I'm going to go over real quick. I just emptied out my truck, and I'll go over real quick what I got from my load today, my HVAC pickup. So see, these are the things that I'll resell from that air conditioner, fan, this plug, and this motor. They're practically brand new from what I can tell, and I got the model number up here. So I'm going to look those up and try to resell them. This bucket is just those AC rads with the copper for pipes, the weird looking ones, and little, you know, contact relay in there. Little piece of number 1 wire. Yeah, nothing too exciting down there. Same with this guy, nothing exciting except just a regular little bits of sheet steel. Put them in a bin so they don't get in the way. Same with that guy, more sheet steel. In here we have just a little bit of wire from the older air conditioner that I took apart, and there's the motor. It's a nice size motor. It's probably, you know, probably get $1.10 for that guy. And some sheet aluminum. So that's that one. And my copper bucket. Looks really nice. Lots of good pieces down there. So this is just copper and brass mixed together. And you know, this is probably the only copper number 1 that I can make out of this whole bin. It's just this piece here. Maybe that one. But yeah, all this other stuff, see, it's pretty tall. All this other stuff's been painted. So it must have been like, you know, going through someone's bedroom or something. So they kept on painting it. See, there's like 4 or 5 different shades of paint on there. Yeah, and this piece, I showed it to you guys earlier. It's just a big mess of stuff there. It's awesome. Awesome. I just love it. Precious red metal. And then we have the furnaces. I'm going to look over these guys a bit more carefully and test them out. See how that guy spins. It's not bad. That's not too good. Maybe the inducer's bad. Yeah, these square ones are my favorite, but I have a feeling that's not good. I don't think it's supposed to do that too much. Anyways, we'll test her all out, see what I can do with that. This guy is some sort of heat pump, water boiler, not sure. So definitely looks nice. Has the motor on there. That will be worth taking a look at. Circuit board. Not sure how to test this thing. But this is looking really nice. It's a big aluminum copper rad. I'm just thinking in my head, like, I know this may be, I don't know if I could resell that or not, because people who want to do outdoor wood burners, they look out for stuff like this. They, you know, it's just that it's a very large one. The plenum on your furnace would have to be really, really big to fit that guy. I'll think about it. You know, right away you see that and you're like, oh, I just want to scrap it. You know, so much copper on it. But I'll think about it. Another furnace. Same deal. I'm gonna take a look at it more closely and run it. Here are the air conditioner rads. So I got 2 big ones. These 2 biggies. They still have some bits of brass on there. And then I have these 2 of these smaller ones that I gotta process these and take all the metal off of it. So I'm losing lights, and that's just all regular, the shreddable steel. You know, a couple of those big heavy compressors, one there. That's the older one that I took apart. That's the newish one. I wonder if there's a date stamp on there. It'd be interesting. See, don't see one. Anyways, so I'll bring all that into the scrapyard next week. Let it sit there for a while. All right, so I'm going for dinner time. Get all cleaned up, and I'll go garbage picking tonight. It works. It's kind of disgusting. It's kind of disgusting, but I'll take it. Always donate it. Parts to repair. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, I'm going to take this whole box. So yeah, I just had to stop here. Take a look at this. These two here. Look at that. What is that? Oh, that's kind of neat. 1947 Chevrolet User Guide. Chevrolet Owner's Handbook. Covering all models 1929 to 19... Very cool. I like that. That's a nice find. I don't know anything about it, but I'll find out. I don't know. There's aluminum there, but it's covered in roofing stuff. Not gonna bother with that. Yeah, it's heavy. Try to do this one hand. Nope. One handed. Yeah. Bleh. Why not? Why not? Geez, it's actually a pretty nice dresser. All these doors. Oh, that'd be good for even like my shop or something. It's so vertical. There's all the drawers. Look at that. Should I go for this? Alright, I'm gonna go for this. I gotta put the camera away. Alright, I'm back home, and this is the only thing that I find interesting on my little excursion here. A whole bunch of scrap metal, but I grabbed these out of that box, and I just did a quick eBay search, and there was some that looked like this one on eBay that sold for about $25, and this one, I haven't seen any that have this kind of artwork, so I'm thinking I could try and sell this guy for $30. But I just think it's so cool. Like, it's user guide from 1947 for Chevrolet, and I don't know. I just love that front cover. Looks so neat. And this one has there's someone trying to sell this book on eBay for $30 as well. I'm sure I could do that too. It's neat too. It's there's actually quite a few of these books on eBay, but they don't look like this. There's only one that I saw that looks like this one. You know, it's in okay condition. Yeah, that's kind of scuffy. And we just had a huge downpour, or around 10 o'clock, and I'm surprised that these things aren't wet. These things, it's just so neat. Anyways, something that you can't go to Walmart and buy something like this. Cool. Alright, well, I'm going to call it a night. Have a great night. Alright, everybody, it is Saturday, February 25th. This is what I got from last night, my garbage picking. And just nothing too exciting. It was a bit of a bust. I got those two books, which I like, but after that, nothing too exciting. This blind here that I got, I thought it was new in box, but see, it's got a big tear right there. It's all plastic too. If it was bamboo, that would be nice, but it's just cheap plastic, made in China. I don't know. I don't think I'll not too sure. I might unfortunately have to put it back in the garbage. This is the box that I had from the that the books came in. Couple pictures, mostly just papers, and also these photo albums were in there. It's kind of nice. I'll just end up donating those. I thought there were a couple iPhones in these boxes, but yeah, nope. But I did get the one iPhone. I'm not too sure what series it is, but you see the screen's broken there. Probably, well, you know, I'll see what, see if I can sell for parts or repair. If not, I'll throw it in with my cell phone bucket. Some mouse. I always try and pick up boots and shoes. The worst thing that can happen is, you know, you have to throw them back in the garbage or you donate them. So yeah, I bought these. I bought them. I brought them home. Yeah, steel toes. These are too small for me, and I don't think anyone else I know can use them. So I'll just put them at the end of my driveway, and it never lasts. They get picked up right away. There's always guys in trucks driving by my place. Yeah, so this thing, I like this because I picked it up and I'll put it in my shed, because I like it how it's nice and vertical, so I'll be able to put lots of different things inside. Like I'll put all my drill bits and screws, stuff like that. It's quite a few shelves, so that's good. It just had this one broken part here, but I put a shelf in there. It still slides fine for what I need. After that, just some scrap, snowblower, auger, bucket. Oh, speaking of picking up shoes, yeah, I picked up these boots in the trash. That was I've been using them for 2 winters now, these boots. So yeah, that's just goes to show you can always find good boots in the trash. Sump pump, you just want to stick it might be, usually they're aluminum motors. Just stick a screwdriver in there and just scratch off the coating, and if you see white, then it's aluminum. If it's red, it's copper. But if not, if it's just aluminum, I just cut the cord off. Yep, and then just some more shreddable steel, some shelving. Yeah, that was it. It wasn't very good, but whatever. It was. I was only out for about an hour and 10 minutes. And I just got that. So I'm gonna finish unloading the truck here, and I'm gonna go do a pickup in town. Well, I made it back home. This is what I drove through. I just can't believe this is February right now. We're just in the middle of a big rainstorm. It's crazy. I'm gonna go out to my truck and I'll show you what I got. And I was hoping to get, like a couple of diamonds, but all I got was a pile of coal. Yeah, just some TVs. I was hoping that, I went to 2 houses. I was hoping that this guy would give me the computers that went with these monitors. But no, it's just this stuff here, and then this TV, and those printers. And it was all in his basement, and the basement was like 4 feet tall. So I had to crouch down. We got some thunder going on here. And then I got those other 2 TVs. But at least, I'm just gonna get down here. At least the first guy threw me a $20 bill, which is nice. I didn't ask for it, and I didn't expect it, but he said, "Here you go, thanks a lot." So I think that's really respectful. I think that's good. I think I should be. I don't know how to do it because I pick up this sort of stuff. I get 5 cents a pound for this, but I pick this sort of stuff up, hoping to get something good, like a nice little. Oh man, it's coming down now. Hoping to get like a nice little computer or something that I can resell, like an old vintage 80s computer. But then I'm stuck with just a whole bunch of crap, really. But I was thinking about on the way home, like I should be asking, maybe not like a mandatory charge, but I'll say like, I accept gratuities if you want, that sort of thing. Let me know what you guys think about that, and in the comments section. I'm going to end my video now. Thanks so much for tagging along. I hope you are having a really good weekend. And if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. And if you like the video, hit the like button, please. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.